and welcome to Inbound After Hours, a relaxed podcast by Digital 22 for inbound marketeers. My name's Mark Byrne, I'm the director at Digital 22. We have Ricky, also a director at Digital 22. We have Andrew, our head of inbound, and Paul Mortimer, who is our content manager. How you doing, guys?
Good. Spot on, mate.
You all right? Good stuff. Well, today we'll be chatting about what is HubSpot now.
Awesome.
Let's kick it off and find out what everyone's been up to this week. Have we got any news, any stories? Ricky, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I think, big news for most of us here is the release of Conversations by HubSpot. It's got quite a lot of press and traction over the last couple of days since it's been launched. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a kind of free addition to the HubSpot platform for live chat, bots, and a single inbox for teams to communicate from, and quite exciting for us, I think.
Teams?
For teams, yeah, teams. Yeah, it's a wrong target market, that.
Okay, we'll go into some more detail on that later. Andrew, anything from you?
Just that, really, this week, yeah. That's really what we've been focusing on, but yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
that's the main news for everybody, to be fair.
Yeah, I've got loads of questions on that later on the conversation side of things. So. Okay, Paul, anything from you?
No, I think all three of us researched the same story. When we thought, what have we seen in the news this week, and then, or what we've been working on, and then that's kind of dominated everything this week.
Okay, well I knew you'd all say that, so I thought I'd research something slightly different. So HubSpot have brought out a out of office generator. Have you seen it?
I saw that.
Yeah. You type in when you leave in what you're going to be doing and where you go, and it comes up with some wacky replies and messages to add to your out of office. I'm sure we all get frustrated with putting that together. So.
Have you played with it?
I played with it. Yeah, it gives you two scenarios, and one of them's out there, and one of them's quite sensible.
How out there?
Very out there. I've got a couple of screenshots I can show you after this. I'll actually put it in the show notes. I was going surfing in Bridlington on the 18th of October, and then we'll see what I'll show you anyway later. Okay.
What? Paul, you're normally pretty good at those anyway.
Yeah. Well, I said when Louise sent this through, I thought I've not done it for a while because it depends how busy we are with clients, or how many,
have you got an hour to craft an office message or not with a suitable GIF?
Yeah.
And
how many clients are speaking to me at the minute that are new and won't get what I'm doing?
No, mine are pretty boring. I'm back this day. Talk to Mark. I probably need to use that generator a little bit. Yeah.
Right. Okay, then, guys. So. What is HubSpot now? As we know, the last couple of episodes we talked about Facebook, how they've changed things, and we need to obviously talk about how HubSpot has as well. No longer just a marketing platform, there's a lot more. Do you want to go into some more detail of what they are now?
The news that we all talked about, the chat stream in everyone's inbox, that was announced last year at Inbound, wasn't it?
No.
What was that with the hub and the chat stream in a contact record?
That was the service hub.
Right.
So that's like the ticketing system and stuff. It's a split off of that, but it's being made into a separate product line now. But they did show us parts of it because parts of it are in the professional version of the service hub.
Yeah.
So the Conversations allows you to get all your stuff into one place. The service hub takes over and allows you to convert those chats into tickets and into other sort of objects in the service side of things, whereas the hub itself is just bringing stuff together. So it's kind of two underlying things going on at the same time. They're expanding numbers of platforms. Well, they've got one platform, but numbers of modules, so marketing, sales, and service. But then they've got these sort of common things which go across all three products, which is CRM and Conversations. So they're kind of expanding it two ways. It does create quite a lot of confusion in terms of what's a module, what's a paid for thing, what's free, what's part of the overall experience. I think this is a bit of the sort of identity crisis HubSpot's going through at the moment, really.
I think it's broken tradition from the way they've introduced all the other tools, and they've just gone free. I mean, I wonder whether at Inbound they'll bring in something on the enterprise side for Conversations that's a little bit better, or something that they've not released yet, but it's the first time.
It seems like the upsell flat's definitely service. Because if you're in the free version, I was demoing it to a client earlier today, if you're in the free version, down the right hand side it's trying to get you to make it a ticket, it's trying to get you to NPS score the conversation, so it's trying to make you do these things. Obviously when you click them it says
it's probably like
you need to pay.
Of the lead flows becoming free on the starter, but if you want to sort of send emails off that, you need to upgrade.
Yeah.
They've got the lower price version now, but it sounds like it's a good hot topic chatbots. Everyone can have a go and get used to them and get used to the way HubSpot's doing it.
Yeah.
And then they dominate that entry level. Everyone's learning about it. It's still quite new, the whole conversational marketing thing. If they can go in the free tool and take over that space, then when people want to start using it for lead generation properly, they can stay with HubSpot. And again, it's probably one of the things a lot of people were having add-ons or plugging in or using Zapier or something to make that work. So they're probably just thinking, well, let's just take that bridge away and keep them in the ecosystem, which we know is what they do very well.
I think one of the things you touched on there, which is another quite interesting point in this rejig, is they're pulling down previously paid tools into the free version. So live chat's a good example. You used to have to pay for Sales Pro, it was called at the time. I think it's called Sales Starter now, but you used to have to pay for that. That's being dragged into the free version. There's quite a lot of that going on, which makes this sort of the first tier of HubSpot a bit weird, because you don't get that much more over the free in a lot of them. They're creating a really weird ecosystem at the bottom end of the product, I feel. I know we don't get involved too much in that end, so we're not as in it as other people.
I thought we've always thought it was a little bit like that with Enterprise and Pro at times, where there was the contacts discount that made sense for people who were involved in that side of things, but feature set wise there used to be A/B testing, and then that's come down to Pro, so it's all this stripped down. So I presume at Inbound in September they're going to have to step up the Enterprise some way.
And that's definitely the plan, isn't it?
Yeah, some really shiny new features to make everyone still get the value.
And
the people
to upgrade.
Yeah, want to upgrade, and the people that are already paying or just signed think that was worth it, you know.
So I think it's pretty much out there that there's enterprise, but more enterprise product going into the marketing, but also enterprise version of the sales and of the CRM coming out. So they're really at Inbound really pushing the enterprise version, but all the build up to it's been the bottom, it's been free stuff, it's been the marketing starter thing, which I think we touched on last one of the previous episodes. They're going for this sort of, they've always for me been a middle market company, sort of, could we call themselves that, mid-market up to 2,000 employees sort of thing. Now they're pushing enterprise and now they're pushing free. It's everyone, which is an odd move.
And to launch something so close to Inbound sort of surprised me a little bit. I thought they'd hold it back and launch it at Inbound and get everyone to blog about it like they used to do that. They'd let us know maybe a couple of weeks before, we'd have a sneak peek, and then everyone would pitch a blog title and launch it, and everyone would sort of get this SEO boost, and that's their old approach. They may still do that, but they seem to just be, I don't know.
They've just got so much going out at the moment. I think they're just cracking it out. And you can only assume they've got enough left for Inbound that the keynote's worth it. Yes. Otherwise, you've just released everything up running up to it.
I'm thinking the same. I think they've got something big planned for Inbound. Get this one out of the way. They've got to have a backup plan.
The tool's getting big now, isn't it? It's not just marketing where they got once a year. They used to have a big update at Inbound, and that was it really for 6 months to 12 months, and then you got something else big, and it was typically adding on something like sales. Now they've got the full flywheel there. They're probably going to have more iterative, quarterly, decent sized stuff, and the team at HubSpot's probably doubled since last year or something, you know, so they've got more hands on deck. They're acquiring the AI companies and this and the other, so they're cracking on now, aren't they? It's getting a bit like, it's getting
They've
huge.
got a challenge though, because the complexity of it's getting quite large now. So for example, when Conversations came out, there's an agency page version of it, and one of it's like a matrix of how this works. So if you've got Conversations and you've got this level of product, this is what you get. If you've got this level of product, this is what you get. But it was 12 rows across by 12 rows down. And I was sat with a client today trying to say, right, you're paying for marketing enterprise, so what do you get in Conversations? And I have to use a matrix now to work that out. And if you actually go on HubSpot's pricing now, there's 5 tabs, 3 or 4 side tabs each. It's a job picking the right package for the right tools for what you need. It's not just I want HubSpot anymore. It's much more complicated to pick the right package and level that you want.
I think it's a bit of a double-edged sword. HubSpot like giving things new names and creating ways of doing things like inbound or
like a brand in a
yeah,
way.
branding a certain term and a certain thing. So this conversational marketing,
It's
or
like a
whatever
space, isn't it?
they have to create a new space, and I think personally, I think a lot of this stuff could have been just put into the marketing tool and just made the marketing, and still have marketing and sales, all service. They could have rebadged it as like the new marketing is looking after your customers, which is what they're saying, but they're creating all these new streams, and it sounds good to launch with a new thing and own a new sort of conversation, but it makes it hard for us to then go, well, you've got these 6 channels you need to do now, and people thinking I'm just marketing. What is that? And it is still all that stuff.
I think they're aware of that. I think that this is why they're using the flywheel approach to try and simplify it all from the early days.
They're doing a good job with that, absolutely. It's just...
It does illustrate nicely how they all rely on each other in terms of how a user or a customer interacts with you. Yeah, it does succinctly show
rather than the funnel approach or the listening approach. It's getting very complicated now, as Ricky said. I quite like the flywheel approach. It's just how many layers can you have?
And it's pushing the CRM massively, because that's HubSpot's big in now. It's the free CRM. The CRM's at the centre of the flywheel. Everything else is an add-on. It makes sense because everything does go into the CRM. But it just shows how far that's come, because when that launched, it was a little side product sort of thing. This will do if you've never had a CRM before. If you've got 5 people now, it's the centre of HubSpot's focus is CRM big time.
I'm a step detached from clients and you two, but maybe Ricky most. But when you're talking to prospective clients who have just bought HubSpot or are new to it, what's their understanding of what HubSpot is? What they're trying to get out of it? Because when I was working with clients more closely, it was for marketing and sometimes for CRM.
Yeah, it's... I guess we're still probably a bit biased because we're a marketing agency predominantly, so a lot of the conversations we're having are marketing related. So they're buying marketing and then going, ooh, wouldn't it be nice if our sales was here as well? Wouldn't it be nice if our service was here as well? And then we can create that one contact record that, again, HubSpot talk about. You've got it all in one place. So most of the people we talk to are coming from that perspective, really. We do get an increasing amount of people coming to us for sales first now. We want to get sales right, we want to get CRM right, and then we'll think about marketing later. I think that the sales tools and CRM in particular has overtaken the marketing base now, the number of people using it. So I can imagine that conversation's only getting more frequent. Sales first will work out marketing later.
Seems to be more of a sales focus inbound.
Oh, big time. Yeah, there was at least one sales talk in every slot, wasn't there?
I think if you think about it, how many marketers do you normally have in a company? A handful. Well, it does scale, but then you typically have a sales team, a lot of people on the road using apps, and it sounds like they're still quite unorganised in the sales industry. Or you've got your sales forces, which we're seeing a lot of people who've got sales sorted, but it's Salesforce, it's really complicated. It's been added on forever, and people just want to simplify it, and they have the marketing bit maybe ticking away. Or people that we speak to now are using HubSpot for marketing, but sales haven't touched it and got all that sort of interconnected benefits, which marketers are a bit more, I think they're a bit more aware of it now. Most digital marketers now should be expecting an experience like HubSpot. I think, most digital marketers get it, have heard of it, understand the sort of buyer journey, even if they're not calling it that, and they understand content marketing and all this sort of like the funnel as it used to be, whereas sales are still doing it.
Look at it from HubSpot's investors' perspective. They got to a market cap of about 3 billion with marketing. Where do you go next? Not really going to push that much higher than that just through doing marketing products. Then you look at Salesforce, one of the most highly valued software companies in the world doing sales. You just think, I'll have a bit of that. Even if I get 10% of that, I've done pretty well.
Absolutely.
And it'll massively eclipse anything you could achieve in the marketing world.
Looking at Zendesk and people like that now, and going to do the same for
Have you noticed anything different when prospecting leads lately?
There is that conversation of when someone rings up and says, I'm on HubSpot, and you have to go, right, well, what have you got, and what level, and how are you using it? It's not... The phone used to ring 3 years ago. We've gone HubSpot, pretty much guaranteed you were on the pro version of the marketing one, give or take. Now it is what you're using it, what you're doing. Because there was that time people were ringing saying on HubSpot when the CRM and sales stuff just started kicking off, and we started talking about marketing, and 10 minutes in the call you're like, they haven't got the marketing product here, have they? I'm talking a different language to this guy, so we've had to definitely add that in. to the beginning of the conversation.
But you two guys, you implement a lot. Have you noticed any differences in obviously these new bolt-ons, add-ons and services? You've got a lot to keep up with now, you've got a lot to implement. Has there been any differences in your roles over the last
I think it's
6
similar
months?
for me. I think a lot are now coming into us to onboard. As I said before, a lot have already got HubSpot. They've been using it for 6 to 12 months, maybe not getting the results they're looking for. So we'll come in and sort of do a bit of a health check and reset things and start a little bit from scratch. But people have already got reporting add-ons with really nice dashboards set up. They're already using integrations and they've already gone and done their own bits, and they're a bit more educated now, which is great for us. You're not sort of banging your head against a brick wall and trying to convince people to use things. They're already using it. But what I'm enjoying is things like conversations. People are already using other tools that are quite similar, maybe a little bit more advanced, like Drift and Intercom, but they're already doing that. A lot of people have got live chats on the site. They're using it to generate conversations already. So whilst we're not, it's early days for this tool, and we're going to see and get our heads around it and build it into what we do. It's great that we've got people that are already using and getting the benefits of tools like that, so that it's going to be quite an easy transition.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you mentioned the bots and the messenger then. I mean, Ricky or Paul, do you want to chat about knowledge-based ticketing NPS integration there?
Yeah, I think what's worth noting is obviously you talk about things like service and stuff, but all of the new tools under it that it opens up, like you look in any of these products now, and it's not just 5 or 6 things. You've suddenly got tool set of like 30, 40, 50. And the ones you just mentioned there, knowledge-based ticketing NPS, that's just in the service hub. The marketing one, they've moved into e-commerce and stuff like that. You've got in the conversations, bots and live chats. There's so many little tools coming out that aren't just that are significant tools as well.
And also how they're going to link up is quite exciting. So chatbot plus knowledge base, delivering blogs and content to people are going to be self-serving on your homepage to be getting content, inbound landing pages off just questions they're asking, and you're not going to have to touch that. That's what excites me, how all this stuff, as HubSpot does very well, is linking that all together. And you'd be effectively building the right asset, solving the pain points, and worrying a little bit less about that amplification, more general topic-based traffic to the site, but people are going to be solving their own problems 24/7, and you're going to rely less on maybe timed or well-planned automation from a workflow perspective, and just let people do it on their own time, which is the next step of automation, really, isn't it?
There's no coincidence that the word of this year is platform for HubSpot. Everything's platform, and that's how they're selling this, the benefit of all of this. Do they have the best bot builder in the world? Do they have the best ticketing system in the world? Probably not, but if you've got 80-90% of the product that's best in market leading, but it's in one platform, you win, because everything's connected, all the data syncs up, and that's what they're really pushing at. We're not a marketing tool, we're not a sales, we're a platform for your business, and everything ties together.
How they've simplified the way they sell it is very clever, and we're not the best yet, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
They always launch with something that works, and marketers have got hundreds of tools. They don't want to be logging into them, and people who actually do I really need the 100% feature list, or I'm a little bit lazy. It works, and it's a great project to simplify it. And you package it as Salesforce is too complicated. Now let's simplify it and move to the CRM in HubSpot, and we can see that working for conversations.
I think what's going to be the word of next year is integrations. HubSpot have marked that 2019 is their integration year. So this year's platform, let's build a platform. Next year it's integrations. How many can we get connecting? And it's in the thousands already of things are connecting to HubSpot, but they've already earmarked that for next year. And again, no coincidence that companies like Xero have just smashed people like Sage out of the water, who we're desktop software and we're not changing as long as we can.
A couple of grand.
Xero come in and say we'll integrate with everything that you do, and they've just run away with it. Shopify's done exactly the same. HubSpot's next year is just going to go that exact same way, and it's exciting. It's good from a business owner viewpoint. When I was talking to our HR software company the other day, they asked for some feedback and I gave them some, which I never do, and I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I did, so he was on the phone straight away. But my feedback was, your professional services side's really good, your sort of advice you give, your consultancy is amazing, but your software's shite, it doesn't integrate with anything, so can we just take that and get rid of that? Because now when we look at software, if it doesn't integrate, So I don't want it. Even if it's better, I don't want it because someone at some
creates
point,
another job.
someone's got to retype something out.
Yeah.
And
We're so used to stuff talking to each other. With HubSpot, we've been
completely alien.
spoiled, haven't we? Really.
Because like the holidays, it's a thing going on that they're trying to solve at the moment. Someone books a holiday on this system that's not connected to anything. Okay, now someone else has got to go and type it into our PM software. Someone's got to go and type it into our calendar software. Someone's got to. It's just so alien these days that I think that's going to become the norm for everything in a couple of years. If it doesn't connect, can't see people buying it.
You got to remember to book your holiday as well in the first place.
You do, yeah. It's not the verbal ones aren't good enough these days.
We did a lot of research as well, and that was one of the best HR platforms out there. So it shows you some industries are really quite far behind. Yeah. Just integrate that to Google Calendar. Save the day. We put that request in a year ago, still nothing.
When we got it though, we were all like, "Oh, that's good, isn't it?" We were all really impressed with it.
It was up from where we were, but then you suddenly realise this has got to do other things with other systems. So you have to come.
So you've done some guesswork there about what could be coming out next year. You talked integrations. Anyone else like to have a guess or have a pop at what could be released at Inbound 18? Any ideas?
I think they'll be pushing the top tier of stuff that they're covering off the free stuff. I think they'll have to show some improvements on that side. I think a lot of it will be fleshing out conversations more because we're only a few weeks away really, so I think they'll spend a bit of time on that, but other than that, who knows?
I want to know more about HubSpot video.
Yeah,
I was grilling Stephen in the car on the way to the airport and he wasn't giving much away.
No.
But there's so much more they could do with video and video onto social.
Definitely. I think there'll be some good marketing stuff this year because of the move with the sort of new enterprise offering. I think there'll be some good stuff like that. I'm really hoping that it's a good year for the marketing side of the software because it's obviously what I care about the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and with you, I want to see some video integrations or a push on that. The last 3 years, all they do is talk about inbound video, but nothing has really been done as yet. I'd like to see that somewhere on the flywheel.
Definitely.
Okay, let's talk about learnings from this week. We'll just go around everyone, see what you've learned, any value you can add to the listeners. Ricky, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So main sort of side task I've been working on this week is picking what I'm going to go and hear at Inbound and what I'm going to learn at Inbound. I'm getting ninjaed and supercharged and all of these
shaking out.
Yeah, all of these words that every title seems to have in it.
I'm totally pumped.
Yeah, you're totally pumped.
This is my totally pumped face.
Never thought I'd hear them words from you.
Yeah. So, had a spreadsheet, 500-600 lines, and try to pick what I'm going to. Narrowed it down. So
good.
Happy with that. Yeah.
Andrew, what have you been up to?
So been just continuously reviewing our internal processes at the moment. We've got a lot of new starters. We're at about 31 now, so every time a new starter comes and it's their first week, we show them our process and so we talk them through it, and every time you do it you think that could be a little bit better, and then you get a new client and it's always your best one. So specifically around the campaign planning and sort of brainstorming process internally here, I've been trying to make that a bit as good as it can be really, and I think we've got 2 new starters next week, so we'll have to do it again.
Good.
Good man.
I mean, if you're not improving in this industry,
absolutely,
behind,
it's sort of a monthly task anyway, but
awesome.
That's it really.
Thank you. Paul?
Speaking at the Hug was the big thing for me this week. Enjoyed it. I spoke with Stephen who talked about bots.
Yeah.
And got a few clients asking about how to plan blog titles recently because they've been blogging themselves whilst working with us. So we did a bit of a chat about that.
I thought really well. No, you did well, mate. I think everyone enjoyed it. We got good feedback. So.
Great feedback. We're full house again, which is great. Stephen, I thought his presentation was really good. A lot of animation in there.
Good speaker, wasn't he?
Yeah, we've got a video of that. We'll put in the show notes as well. And myself, just realigning our GDD with Inbound. We've been doing it just over a year now, so we're just taking a look at the entire process, figuring out what we can improve, what we can fix, and then just aligning with you guys so everything's on target. It's been quite a long process. I think we're nearly there.
Definitely.
And we're going to get that rolled out in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Okay. And that's it. Apparently Andrew has a game for us today.
You weren't here for the last one.
No, I
so
missed
you
it.
missed
I
it.
missed
I'm not
it.
going to lie,
Here
it's
we
a
go.
bit.
I'm a little bit
forward
nervous
to
about
it.
It is mint.
This is awesome.
Is it good?
Wait
Right.
there. I need to adjust
Okay.
myself now.
I have to
Ready.
prepare this out of work time, so
Yeah, I know.
it takes a lot. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
So what's the name of this show segment again, Andrew?
The game?
The game.
The
Okay,
game.
I like that.
Full stop.
That was a rapper.
Yeah, I'm trying not to tie it down to this format so we can mix it up. And, you know,
Okay.
other people can
The
also
game.
bring games as
Wow.
well.
Can they?
So is Mark
Yeah.
playing?
No.
Next
Or
week.
is it just still me beating Ricky?
No, I think we should get Mark playing.
Yeah. We
Stay
all
out
on
of
the
it.
board.
Is this a screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark, do you know the rules? Do you need to recap for Mark's and the
Please do.
viewers' benefit?
I did.
Yeah. It's normally what people do in these sort of shows.
You've got to subscribe and watch the one before you want to keep up.
If you ever want to know how the game
We'll
works,
give Mark a
you've got to
minute.
We
watch
don't give
episode
everyone an easy
28.
rap. I don't know if you remember, Mark, we did this at a Christmas party a while back, but anyway.
Our Christmas parties are wild.
Yeah, it might have been on,
Guess
yeah.
in search volume.
You give it away now. Basically, Bruce's Price is Right,
Yeah.
but
I remember it.
higher or lower, we're thinking of search volumes globally for certain terms.
Right.
So we'll go through. There's a visual guide on the screen. And
Yeah,
you can,
Okay.
You can
Looking
score
at the
again.
screen.
we'll start with something, and then we'll work our way through it.
And
You
I guess
guys just
David will
guess.
edit these captions on the screen.
Should be able
for
to
the
see
viewers.
everything
Yeah,
and follow
good.
it from home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Play
I'm
whatever
one
you
up in
want.
the series.
Yeah, Paul's winning.
Paul's
Okay.
winning. Okay, go for
A
it.
grudge match.
Mm.
Cool. So, starting off with worldwide
Wow.
search volumes for chatbots.
Whoa, it's insane.
That's a lot.
246,000.
Okay.
246,000 per month.
Yeah.
Because
People
that'd be a
searching.
nice start then.
Well,
Well, you don't know what's
No,
next.
Ah,
we'll tell you what the term is, yeah.
Right.
And then you can.
I did that.
You
You did
Yeah, yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, so first one, pogo stick.
So is pogo stick higher or lower than chatbot? That's your question.
Oh, I
Physically
think
higher.
pogo
Yeah,
stick
you can go higher.
is higher.
I agree.
Very sure.
I'm being very
Okay.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I don't agree.
Oh.
Right.
So we're going
I'm going lower.
2 highs and a lower.
Mm.
Lower.
Oh,
it is
Paul's
lower.
good at this.
There we go.
74,000.
Mm,
Right,
not many
okay.
pogo stickers going on. Is
Oh,
there?
it's staying up.
Bad start.
Okay, so 74,000. Moving on. Snoop Dogg's height. Not how high is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's height.
Ah,
Who goes first?
lower.
If
Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's high.
Lower.
Lower.
Got to be lower.
Got below than 74. You've
Yes,
seen it is.
18,000.
There you go.
2-1.
Surprised anyone's searching that.
Mm.
That's what they said.
18,000 people a month.
Reminds me of an earlier podcast.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's height.
Mm.
It's good, isn't it?
Nice. Okay, 18,100. Next up, Dharmesh Shah.
18,000, 20,000
Co-founder,
go to
HubSpot.
inbound.
Mark, last week Les Dennis had 40,000 searches. And
There's
So
some
27
context
is
for
fine.
you, mate. Yeah. I'm going lower.
Lower than 18.
Lower.
Monthly. Yeah.
I'm going to go lower as well.
Correct.
Lower, yeah.
Lower,
Okay.
2,400.
Okay.
Okie dokie. All doing quite well. Bearing in mind.
Thanks, Andrew.
Cheers, mate.
Not sure I'm going to
Happens next.
be straight into the bonus round now.
Okay, so it's winner takes all again in this,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Closest gets a
We
pint.
don't-
I'm winning.
Yeah, but this is worth 2 points.
Oh, okay.
So closest gets a pint. We need to change that.
Closest gets a pint and 2 points.
Pints mean prizes at
Pints
pints.
Yeah.
Pints and word man. Okay, so what are we on? Paul's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. I'm on 3.
Paul's on 3, we're both
You
on
can
2.
talk, David.
And yeah. So
Well,
yeah,
top,
it's
don't
winner,
top.
winner takes all again.
Alright.
Okay, so this is
Drama.
no, it's not higher or lower.
You have to guess
It's just
some
the closest number of searches. Conversational marketing,
Interesting.
not chatbots.
Conversational marketing.
What's that, Andrew? This way.
So
So you
now
have to guess the number of
the number of
searches
searches
exactly.
closest to it. So,
Conversational marketing.
so it's not higher or lower. It's just the number of searches per month globally.
Doesn't the person with the most points thus far have to go first?
That's a new rule,
Oh,
but
that's
I
right.
think I read it in the
Yeah.
official rule book.
okay.
Okay. Who do you want to go first?
Yes. I
That
think Paul can have a crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems to be good at this.
conversational marketing. I'm gonna go
Might not be able to-
750.
750.
You thinking, Mark?
750,000.
Strategic.
No, just 750.
750.
I think
I like you added that one.
conversational marketing, I'm going to go for 6,400.
Nice.
I will go
Healthy guess.
749.
Oh, I hate people that do that.
Ah.
I need.
I hate that.
I went really massive last week and lost, so
So
Plain safe.
750, 749, around
6,400.
6,400.
Okay.
Oh, Ricky Leah.
in off the black.
Terrible.
Yeah,
590.
good.
There you go, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Much as
no,
I did.
it is fantastic game.
Well done, Andrew. All right.
Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for putting that together.
Soundboard next week.
Yeah, that's the way to upgrade the game, isn't it?
We'll see. Yeah. I'll let you know what I decide. It's all right.
So we go on. Just before we finish off and wrap up, Ricky, do you want to explain about our new Facebook group?
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago we launched a Facebook group called Inbound After Hours.
That rings a bell.
Yeah, it's the name of the show, I think, as well. So we couldn't come up with a new name, so we named it the same.
We're all named out.
We're all named out. We do that for clients all day, so we're just going Inbound After Hours. And it's a place for people who are interested in inbound, HubSpot, other alternatives to HubSpot, and to chat. We post a lot of stuff on there. We chat on there quite a bit. So yeah, please come and join us. Just go on Facebook, search Inbound After Hours, and you'll find it.
We said when we set it up, let us know when people are joining, and we'll post some stuff. People are joining. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Post some stuff.
So there's loads of stuff on there. Awesome.
Okay, thanks, gents. Thanks again, Andrew, for setting the game up. And take care, and we'll see you again next week.
Cheers,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
bye.
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 Bye.